If you've been a contractor for FedEx Ground for more than a few years, then you probably remember the good old days of $50,000 F-59 step vans. Here's a snapshot of the average selling price for a brand new FedEx Ground spec F-59 P1000 step van over the past 4 years. In the good old days of 2019, the going price for an F-59 P1000 step van was only $52,000. However, prices rose dramatically year over year starting in 2020, peaking at the end of 2022 with some FedEx contractors paying as high as $72,000 for the exact same truck. This week, the going price for a P1000 step van dipped below $60,000. Why? What's going on? In this video, we are going to break down the 3 reasons why step vans are actually less expensive today than they were a year ago. Reason number 1, oversupply. If you've been paying attention to this channel, then you've heard me go on and on about how there are way too many dealers building way too many step vans for FedEx Ground contractors. This is still very much the case. The market for new step vans for FedEx Ground contractors is 3,000 to 4,000 units per year. At the time of this video being published, there are approximately 5,000 step vans built and available for purchase. Way too many. Multiple dealers are fighting each other for every truck sales opportunity, and the only tool that they have in their tool belt to help them sell more trucks is to lower the price. With the rise of interest rates, Ford dealerships are paying 8, 9, and even 10% APR in their floor plans, meaning that any inventory that they have on their books is burning a hole in their pockets like never before, further accelerating the race to the bottom with respect to price. 2023 has been a particularly tough year to be in the business of FedEx Ground contracting, and a lot of contractors are simply walking away from their routes, adding lots of used trucks to an already saturated market. Reason number 2, slowing demand. FedEx contractors bought a lot of trucks during the COVID pandemic years of 2020 and 2021. E-commerce volume boomed, and parcel delivery companies had to flex up the size of their fleets to handle the increased package volume. Now that e-commerce volume has returned to normal levels, a lot of contractors simply don't need more trucks. They already have trucks to spare. And reason number 3, Ford Motor Company rebates. Ford is in the business of manufacturing vehicles. When they're manufacturing lots of vehicles, their shareholders are happy and the stock price goes up. When they're not manufacturing lots of vehicles, their shareholders become unhappy and the stock price suffers. The glut of vehicles sitting on dealer lots has caused new truck ordering to fall off a cliff. Existing trucks need to get sold through before dealers will place orders for new ones to replenish their inventory. So it's in Ford's best interest to help their dealers sell more trucks. In November of this year, Ford introduced a massive $7,500 rebate for all F-59 step vans. The theory is that if step vans become less expensive to buy, then maybe FedEx contractors or other industries will buy more of them, clearing out their dealer inventory and opening up the door for Ford's factories to start building chassis again. Will this work? It's hard to say. On the one hand, FedEx contractors might view this as an opportunity to swap out some trucks in their fleet at discounted prices. On the other hand, those trucks that they're replacing, what are they going to do with them? Sure, some of them will be kept in their fleet, maybe to use as spares, but it's reasonable to think that many of the trucks they replace will go into the used truck market, further adding to the oversupply problems that we talked about earlier. Also, while the rebate did help to push the price of a F-59 P1000 below $60,000, it still isn't that good of a deal compared to what FedEx Ground contractors were paying for that truck only a couple years earlier in 2019 and 2020. So what happens next? There are still a lot of step vans available for purchase. Will Ford continue pumping up rebates to lower the price, or will they pull back? Will Ford dealerships continue going at each other's throats, or will their pricing stabilize? It's hard to predict the future, and timing markets can be difficult. One thing that we do know for sure is that now is a better time to buy a step van than any point in the last 3 years. Routing for Success is brought to you by AP Equipment Financing. In today's competitive market, it is essential to acquire the right trucks at a fair price and finance them in a way that makes sense for your business. Leveraging their extensive network of truck and van suppliers, the experts at AP Equipment Financing will help you locate the best deals on step vans, cutaways, panel vans, and more. Deliver them straight to your facility and finance them with low monthly installment options. Click the link in the description or visit apfinancing.com for more information. Routing for Success is an independent production of AP Equipment Financing and is in no way affiliated with or endorsed by FedEx Corporation, FedEx Ground, Amazon, or any other logistics company discussed herein. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Routing for Success.